Hey, good morning, YouTubers. Tsquare here with Tsquare Talk. So, I've been wanting to do a video on this and show you guys what I had picked up while I was in Maine. Fixing to head out now if I'm not already on the road. Had wanted to shoot these videos ahead of time. It's really hard sometimes to get good reception in certain areas, especially if you're out west somewhere. So what I did was while I was in Maine, I picked up a couple of coin collections. Just random stuff. Probably not much for numismatic value. I'm not a numismatic collector. I know there's a lot of subscribers that subscribe to the channel. They enjoy the videos. And basically they'll leave comments. So I like doing these, showing my stacks like this, especially this type of stuff. Because I sometimes will get comments that will say, oh, hey, did you even know what that is? And I mean, I did one video like this and I went right over a coin because it was a copper penny, but it was a large penny. And this penny was like, I don't know, like early 1800s. And I just passed over it because I'm a silver stacker. I'm in it for the silver value, the silver content. Like I say, I'm not really big on collectibles. And so I always get comments that will be like, hey, that you might not want to junk that. So what I want to do, I'm going to do probably 4 videos, a series of 4 videos, show you guys what I got in the collection. I'll do a quick little walkthrough. This box right here is primarily silver, and there is a lot of silver in here. So it's stuff over the years. Altogether, I paid $1,000 for this collection. That's based off of basically a silver value, not a collectible value. So essentially I'll go through this stuff, see what's good. We've since started putting some coins in little bags if we think it's a really good, like this is a 1909. Pretty nice coin. We put some of them in baggies because of that. Over here, not really much. A lot of Eisenhowers, which I guess are good to the right person. But, you know, they're not silver. Some people might pay $2 for them, maybe. You know, if they're not silver, like I said, I'm not really a huge fan. Over here, it's a lot of miscellaneous stuff. Let's see here what this is. Okay, so that's a 63 quarter right here. So, that actually should have been on the other box. But we'll go through and see what else is in here. I mean, I didn't really go through this that thoroughly. That's a state quarter. What is that? Kansas. Let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. Not really much there. But what I'll do, I'll break down each box in a video. We'll do 4 videos. We'll do the 3 boxes in their own videos. I'll do the books in this video and show you guys what's in them. You guys can tell me if you see something really cool that I should maybe think twice before I dump. Let me know. A lot of this stuff, if it's not silver, I will probably trade off, but hopefully I'll get the best for my bang for my buck. So I paid, altogether, I paid $9.50 for this stuff. These right here, I paid an extra $50. They were just a nice, there's only $4 worth. I'll show you these real quick if I can kind of zoom in. We got a 1900, 1902, 1905, 1905, 1906. Pretty nice. I mean, these are nice coins, but they are wore down kind of heavily. You can't make out Liberty on any of them. There's a 07, 08, 09. I recently did buy a book, so if someone tells me, say, hey, you know, do you know what that coin is? You know, I mean, let's just take a look real quick. I'll find the $50 page. So from the way I've been taught, and I've been reading a little bit about it, if the Liberty, word Liberty on her crown is wore off and you can't read it, but the date is still legible, which on all these coins the date is legible, then you're looking at about a G4. to my understanding. And you guys can correct me if I say something that sounds maybe not on par with what you've been taught. Please let me know. So I mean, these $50 obviously by book value, you'd be looking around $16 a piece according to this. There's one there that's 20, but I mean, you know, like I said, I picked them up at silver scrap value. I get my silver scrap value from coinflation.com, and then I mark it down about 10%. That way I have a little bit of a leeway when I go to sell the stuff. That's usually how I appraise a lot of my junk silver. So with that being said, you know, I had a million comments that said buy this book. I had one put away, but that was before the hurricane, and just never really did much after the hurricane because I was packing, ready to move. Now the first book that I have is a Indian head penny book. The thing I like best about this book is it has the 57, 58, and another 58 Flying Eagle pennies. I know before I was half asleep when I shot the video. I said Flying V. People got a kick out of that. The Indian head pennies are wore pretty heavily on a lot of them. There's a lot missing. Still cool to see because you don't really see them that often. But, I mean, like I said, I was more after the silver, so the pennies to me don't really have a huge value. I will just try to trade them off. I might be picking up someone's 40%. I'm trying to think of the name when I'm out towards California. Grizzly something. But he's another subscriber that asked if I wanted to maybe pick up some 40%ers. I like 40%ers. And I might, you know, see if he's into any of this stuff and trade. I know he watched a lot of the videos, so if not, I'll probably end up just buying them out. But let me know, what do you guys think about 40%ers? Do y'all like them? Or since I've started buying them, I've had a lot of comments that say this one is Lincoln Cents. I've had a lot of comments that said 40%ers will be harder to get rid of because people don't like them. I like them, but I understand there's a lot of work if someone ever wanted to extract the silver from the metal. One thing I do like about this book is it tells you the mintage of the pennies for a quick reference. Now, unfortunately, this collection was missing one of the very key dates. And the sad thing is they believe that it was there at one time, but we'll just kind of scroll through, let y'all see, and tell me what you think of this first, you know, video, and if you see anything that that's worth a little bit more than you think. These are kind of cool. A lot of people don't even know about these, the steel pennies. It's neat to have all of them. So that's it on that one. Out of these books, my favorite thing is the Flying V's. Maybe the War Nickels, because the War Nickels I may keep for myself because they are silver. I can't put enough emphasis on silver. I think it's way undervalued. I think a lot of it's fixed now. You know, you get companies like JP Morgan that's stacking it, but yet they say it's not really a good investment. Buffalo nickels. Now, this is a funny thing. I see lots of the Buffalo nickels online on eBay and stuff. You can get them for about 33 cents a piece if you look around, but you got to buy a lot of them. Not when I say a lot, I mean, like, you know, you might have to buy like 100 nickels, but you're out 30, 40 bucks. But the problem is they're not silver. They are old. They do look cool. And then same, you know, my son's kind of mixed on. He likes the numismatic stuff because of the rarity of it. But he also understands the silver standpoint. I get asked sometime, what do I like better, silver or gold? I'm not a fan of gold. I have some, but I don't like the idea that it's 80 to 1. The ratio just seems crazy. You're talking just a small 10 ounces of gold, you convert over to 800 ounces of silver. I mean, that just sounds crazy. But I do love the fact that one coin, say about this size, a 1 ounce gold coin, you're talking $1,300. And I mean, this, you could literally hide anywhere if you had to hide it. If you had to take it for some reason, in a worst case, shit hit the fan scenario, essentially, you could pretty much put that anywhere. You can't take a ton of silver with you anywhere, so. And then these, what did I say these were? These were Lincoln? Yeah, Lincoln cents. I said, but I think they're wheats. Are they wheats? Hold on one second here. Let me just pop one out and look. Okay, so these are all the wheat cents. There again, there's a lot missing, a lot of years missing. But they'll make good trades later if someone's trying to build a wheat penny collection, and I bump into them and I can trade them off with them. Not really a big fan of shipping, like trades, because I see a lot of people, they do trades, but by the time you factor in shipping costs and stuff, is it really worth it? A lot of different opinions on that. Now this one, your war nickels, in my opinion, I like. So let's take a look here. What's here? I wonder why those are written in like that. 46, 46, 46. Oh, actually, a lot of them are written. Oh. I don't know. Any of you guys know why they wrote them in, I wonder? Okay, so I was just looking over here. So we got, in here, we got 5 war nickels. You can spot a war nickel real quick in your change, because if you look right here above the Monticello, how they say that, Monticello, you will see a letter right there. Right there. You won't see that on other coins. So essentially, that's going to be your dead giveaway. If you work at a cash register where you're exchanging money all the time, I have a couple friends, they check every nickel and just look real quick, you know, just as they're handing them out, getting rid of them. You know, you got to be mindful of that. These, I believe, have about a $1 silver value. So, I mean, that adds up, you know, over time. So, silver's down too a little bit right now. So now I don't know. You know, I didn't pop them all to see that this date is the one behind it. There was one really rare penny that, ironically, it had the wrong year behind it. So, and I'll go through the book and I'll just kind of skim through and see what the big years are. But if you know right off the top of your head, I've since started looking. When I look at $50, let's see if I can find one. So this I pulled out of one of the other boxes, but on a 1972 $50, if you flip it over, right there between the leg and the tail feather, you'll see an FG. You can make it out right there, right where my fingernail's touching. That FG is basically the engraver's initials that designed it. There are coins in 1972 that don't have that FG. I had a friend of mine just found one in a roll the other day. Not a huge value, but I mean, at $50, give or take, depending on the condition, you might get a lot more. It's pretty neat, you know, if you go through a lot of half dollars and you're hunting. I looked in the book. I didn't even see it talked about in the book, but when I looked online, there's a lot of YouTube videos that talk about it. Yeah, I don't know if I showed it on one of my YouTube videos. I should have showed it. That way people could have seen it. But it's pretty neat. And I may still go over there and see if I can get a video of it. That way people will see it, understand, and know what they're looking for. So with that being said, that was actually a long video for what I thought would be the easiest video. It's 15 minutes. We just talked a little bit about the books, a little bit about the extra stuff. We're gonna see once I total all this up if for $1,000 did I overpay? Did I get a good deal? We'll keep going through these other boxes, and I will do other videos so you guys can kind of check it out, and I can kind of start packaging up some of this stuff for stuff I'm going to keep for down the road and stuff I'm going to trade off. So I thank you guys for watching, and please stay tuned for other stuff that we picked up. We're going to show this collection, then we're going to show the other collection too. So, and hope to see you guys again on Tsquare Talk. Please make sure you hit that like video. Make sure you hit that subscribe video button. I thank you guys so much, and you guys have a great one. Bye-bye.